Hi everyone. So I had an interesting customer inquiry last week that really challenged how do we make this work. It was passcodes to authenticate information in tasks. Had a bit of fun with this one. Requirement was company issues some sensitive information to a bunch of external parties. The workflow has then got to issue a passcode, and no one else is to know what that passcode is, with the exception of the recipient of the information and the workflow. The external party is only able to view the information within the task once entering the passcode. And then the external party must acknowledge the receipt of that sensitive information. So let's have a look at how I think we could achieve this within Nintex Workflow Cloud. We're going to start with a form, and that form must be an authenticated form for the internal parties. And let's pop it up to Nintex Mobile My Nintex. So we're going to need a few controls for this just to make things nice. We'll have a label and an image. Then we need a number of text controls. So we want the recipient's name. We want the recipient's mobile number. We want the recipient's email. And we want some text, which is my top secret information. So let's just configure this and join me back here in a second. Okay, real simple form. Like I said, capturing the name, the mobile, we've put a little text mask on there, the email, let's just make that one required, and the secret information. So the end user is going to pop all that information in and hit submit. Let's apply changes. We've got our form variables as an object. So first thing we want to do is issue the passcode, and what we have for that is a connector that's been published to the Nintex solution gallery at gallery.nintex.com, which uses an Azure function to generate a random number. So let's get that action, get random number. Now, I want this to be a 4-digit number, so I'll go with a minimum value of 1,000 and a maximum value of 9,999, and that is going to export to a variable, which is an integer, and we'll call it the random number. Now, when I was playing with this, I found that the task form would not accept that variable. So what we had to do was set a variable value to almost copy or convert the output here into something in the workflow. So let's create a new variable, call that one passcode with the type integer, and the value for that variable is the value that comes from the random number. Now, just for sake of smoke and mirrors, we're going to pop this passcode into a log just so we can see what it is. So we'll say passcode. Let's pop in that variable. And then we need to SMS that variable to the recipient before they can then access the task. So we use Twilio for SMS send, which is quite a useful little action. You need a Twilio account, but it's pretty good little piece of functionality. So Twilio, that's going to send that to the start event, which is the mobile number, and we'll pop in some text. So you will need this passcode to access the secret info. And let's put the passcode in that comes from the workflow. Okay, so I should issue an SMS with a 4-digit passcode. Last but not least, we need a task to issue a task form with the information in there and then acknowledge receipt. So let's give this a name. So top secret information for, let's pop in my name. Outcomes, let's say a couple self-destruct or received. because it's going externally, you'll see here the assignee authentication is must sign in to Workflow Cloud. Well, we can't do that as a anonymous third party. So that again, hence why we need the passcode. So let's pop in that email. Sender display name. Subject, I'll just copy that from the task name. And then my message body. So we just need to edit the task form. We won't go with the label this time. What we need is a number control for them to enter the passcode. Type integer, which we will make that required. And then we'll drag in from our start event variables the secret information that was provided when they filled in, the internal party filled in the form. That one small and visible, no. So that's important because when we look at the form as an end user, when we receive it, we don't want to see that secret information. We only want that secret information to appear when passcode is equal to the variable passcode. Then secret information is visible, yes, else the secret information, for obvious reasons, is not visible. Create the rule. So difficult one to preview because we don't have a passcode, but it should stay invisible until we enter the correct passcode. So let's apply changes. Everything's configured. Let's publish the workflow. Let's add our version comments, version 1, and publish. So we've got the emulator here for when we get the SMS. We're going to open up the form. We've also got our external email account for when we get the email. Alrighty, so we're going to log in as Richard. This is our internal form. This is where we start to issue the top secret information. So we'll say this is going to myself. Let's just pop the mobile number in off screen. So that's my form. We're going to submit that, and this is a secret, should appear after we've received the passcode through mobile. So let's submit that form. Okay, we've now got our mobile emulator open here. So we've received an SMS, as you can see in the top. Let's open that up. So here's my secret code, 3023. So the email should arrive very soon. Let's drag in email. Let's drag in my emulator so we can see. Got our top secret code. Let's click on the link. Should not have the secret information in there. Now, for sake of argument, let's just view the page source. Let's look for top. So it's not putting that hidden control in there. Top secret information, if you recall, was the text that we put in, so it is not sending that through. Let's enter the passcode 3023. We've now got that information, so this is a secret. Take that passcode out, it will not appear. Put in the wrong passcode, it does not appear. So that is how we can hide or show based on an SMS issued passcode to lock or unlock elements of a task form. Let's just set that one to self-destruct. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.